This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at NAB 2024. I'm here with Ernie Sanchez in the Cinnafilm booth, and he's going to tell us about some new services like PixelStrings. What is that about?
Well, PixelStrings is our media transformation platform. Think of it as a platform that has a bunch of tools in it. Our tools are our image processing applications, Tachyon for standards conversion, dark energy for denoising, dark energy xenon for up conversion and down conversion from to and from SDR to HDR, and then Tachyon wormhole. And then we also have our partner products, Skywalker Sound Tools, and then we also have just launching Venera QC inside our PixelStrings platforms. The idea with PixelStrings is this a platform that you can convert, QC, and get the assets made for your new delivery targets, whatever they might be.
So for the people who might not be familiar with all the things that Cinnafilm does, can you tell us about some of the processes that you take care of?
Sure. I think I'll use an example. So documentarians love our software because we can normalize everything before it goes to edit. One of the challenges documentarians have is that who knows where the footage came from? Could be an iPhone, could be a film, could be, who knows what it is. Different rasters, different frame rates, different scan types, different color spaces. What we do is we normalize everything to a standard that you set, whether it's HD, UHD, Rec 2020, Rec 709, whatever resolution it needs to be, we normalize it. That way your editors can be creative. They don't have to think about what their footage is they're getting in. They can just be creative and edit and create that asset that they need to deliver.
So for the producer that has all kinds of material that was shot in standard def or non-HDR, you can up-res that and bring it all to conformity with the most modern standards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or 4K even, right?
4K, UHD. If it's our on-premises version, we can go to 16K, we go to 32K. We're only going to be limited by what the codec is that we're transcoding into. So something like a ProRes or a DNX, we can pretty much, your resolution is limitless. So if you do have some older stuff with our technology, we can up-res it. It's a very solid up-res. We also have a denoise, so we denoise before we up-res, so that way it looks authentic, because we put film texture back in that's appropriate for the raster. Yeah, we do a lot of that to make sure that again, trying to make that editor's job easier so I don't have to worry about, I've got this new stuff, I got this old stuff, how does it look good next to each other?
So how does the billing work for something like that?
A couple of ways. So you can buy an unlimited license for on-premises. You can consume it in the cloud and pay by the drink, but we have a new model for on-premises for people that need access to these highest quality tools, but can't afford necessarily to get a full-blown license. It's called PixelStrings Go. You pay a small subscription fee, and then you pay for blocks of 1,000 minutes, and you process it on-prem on your hardware. So that way the content, if you've got security situations where content can't leave the premises, you can't upload it to the cloud, you're contractually bound that it has to stay there, chain of custody type things. Run it on your hardware, and when you run out of that 1,000 minutes, come back to us, we get you another 1,000 minutes, you're off and running. And it's for those lower volume clients that need access to these really high quality tools, we created PixelStrings Go.
Or otherwise you could take your master and upload it to the cloud, and then you process it at your place.
Yeah, so it's not, our place is the cloud, which is a beautiful thing, right? It's AWS, we run in AWS, Amazon services, and yeah, just load it, create an account, and upload your content, create your workflow, and then download it when it's ready. It's usually real-time type processing, so a 2-hour HD movie is going to take a couple of hours to process, and there you go. It's done in your new delivery target, whatever that is.
And HDR, something that you can convert to HDR?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're partnered with Technicolor. They have a phenomenal tool for going between SDR and HDR, whether it's HDR10 or HLG. Fully automated, no trim pass needed. Sometimes you have to, I can't imagine colorists having to be in a booth, at 1,000 nits trying to master something. Their eyes are going to get burned out. It's just, I can't imagine doing that. Our tool, our partnership with Technicolor, we do the denoise, we do the up-resing, they do the color tone mapping, we put the image texture back in, and it's really unbelievable what it can do in a fully automated process. You can tweak it, there's some knobs, there's a really cool iPad app that you can get, that you can see what it's going to look like before you hit the render button. And then you can take that configuration, load it up into PixelStrings, and what you saw on the iPad in real time is what you're going to get out of PixelStrings really fast, and the quality, like I said, you have to see it to believe it. And it's a great partnership with Technicolor.
So what's the time frame? How long does it take to do all these processes?
Oh my gosh. It depends how heavy you load it up. If you're doing a standards conversion, let's just do worst case. I'm going to standards convert. I'm going to retime it so I can add a 30-second commercial. I'm going to up-res it. I'm going to denoise it, and I'm going to convert it from SDR to HDR. And I'm going to do audio processing with our partner, Skywalker Sound Tools. All that's going to be done in a single render. Let's say, if it's an hour project, it's going to probably take a couple of hours of processing. But the cool thing is if you're using our consumption-based model, whether it's our SaaS that you're uploading to Amazon or you're doing the on-premises where you're doing consumption, it doesn't matter. You're only paying for the runtime of the asset, not the amount of time it takes to process. So it's up to us, it's in our best interest to process it as fast as possible, so that way we don't have a big bill we're paying to Amazon every month. So, but a couple of hours, if you really load it up, if it's just a couple of things, it's going to be real time or faster.
That's amazing. And what do you have coming in the future?
Oh, AI. Seems like everyone wants AI. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll do it. We haven't done it we've done it to date. So like some of our partner technologies, our Skywalker Sound, there's some ML in that. In our Technicolor, there's some ML in that. But we're going to have an AI-based upres. That's going to be the first thing that we roll out. We finally found a way to make the hallucinations of AI. AI is great, but the hallucinations are often categorically worse than the artifacts that we would create with our conventional technologies. We found a way to kind of marry the two and to hybridize it so that way we minimize the hallucinations and just get better quality out of things. And that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants AI to be that next step in quality. We think we found that, and we're going to have a hybrid approach to AI so that we don't worry about any of the lawsuits, because generative AI that's a big legal hot potato right now. We want to avoid that at all costs and kind of come up with the best solution for it. So that's going to be released in probably the next month or two. We didn't do the typical thing of say, come see our AI, because we didn't want to splash that and have vaporware. We only talk about things when they're ready to go. A couple of months it should be ready to go.
Be good for our AI post-expo.
Absolutely, we'd love to be there for it.
Okay, see you then.
Yes, thank you, John.